this area, and so the U.S. and Philippine forces came together to eliminate that enemy.
Magandang araw po at magandang gabi sa mga nakakapanood sa gabi at sa lahat po ng naabot ng video na ito. Welcome po ito sa AMB o Avoy Mix Videos. Ngayon po may video po tayo mula kay Fast Lane Updates. No? Dati kasi minamaliit at inaalipustan ating mga sundalo. At ngayon, tingnan po natin. Ngayong 2026, bigyan po natin ng reaction. I-play na po natin.
In 2026, the Philippines military stands at a turning point that few outside Southeast Asia fully understand. For decades, the country's armed forces were focused mainly on internal security, disaster response, and limited territorial defense. But today, driven by rising regional tensions, rapid modernization, and a renewed
Kung mapapansin nyo dito, yung doon sa video, may mga nagtatrabaho, gumagawa. At ito naman, para mga pabrika, no? Ng military, no? Kasi ang Pilipinas po ay gagawing military hub ammunition, no? So, magkakaroon po ng pabrika dito na pagawaan ng mga bala. At hindi lang po yung bala, no? Even yung mga military equipment na maliliit, gagawin po yan dito sa Pilipinas. At magkakaroon po ng trabaho dito ang mga ating mamamayan dahil dun sa pabrika na yon. No? Kaya nga sinabi ng President Trump, babaha daw po ng bala dito sa Pilipinas, hindi dahil ginigera tayo o dahil yon sa pagawaan.
Organization and a renewed national defense strategy, the Philippines is transforming into a far more capable and confident military power. The question many are now asking is simple but striking. Just how insanely powerful is the Philippines military in 2026? To understand this transformation, you have to start with geography. The Philippines sits at one of the most strategically important crossroads on Earth, with over 7.
So, sa geography, talagang importante yan pagdating sa gera kasi napapalibutan po tayo ng dagat. No? Hindi basta-basta mapapasok. Yun yung pinaka-gate natin. So, bukod doon, yung jungle natin kakaiba. No? Hindi madaling kahit nga tayo naliligaw sa sarili nating gubat. Pangalawa, mga pulo-pulo, no? Hindi mo basta masakop mo man ay hindi basta-basta, no? Dahil nakakatakbo sa kabilang pulo. Yung sinasabing geography. So kung nung panahon noon ay hirap na sila, lalo pa ngayon na may mga gamit na tayo at mga equipment na magagamit para sa pandigma.
1,600 islands spread across key sea lanes linking the Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea. Control of Philippine territory directly affects global trade, naval movement, and regional power balance. In 2026, Manila has fully embraced this reality, reshaping its military doctrine around maritime defense, air superiority, and alliance-based deterrence. The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, now operate under a modernization roadmap that has shifted from basic upgrades to capability-driven force development. Rather than just replacing aging equipment, the focus is on building systems that work together across land, sea, air, cyber, and space-related domains. This shift alone has dramatically increased the country's real combat power. Starting with the Philippine Navy, the transformation is impossible to ignore. In 2026, the Navy is no longer a lightly armed coastal force. It has evolved into a credible regional maritime defense force. Modern frigates equipped with advanced radar, surface-to-air missiles, and anti-ship weapons now patrol Philippine waters. These ships are designed not just to show the flag, but to detect, track, and if necessary, engage high-value naval targets. Offshore patrol vessels and fast attack craft give the Navy speed and flexibility, especially in contested areas like the West Philippine Sea. More importantly, the integration of shore-based anti-ship missile systems has changed the entire equation. These land-based missiles allow the Philippines to deny access to hostile vessels.
Ngayon, meron tayong mga malalaking barko at may missile pa. So, mamaliitin po pa ba yung mga kasundaluhan natin, no? At bukod doon, yung tinatawag na tapang, no? So dati minamaliit nila tayo eh. Pero ngayon, mamaliitin mo pa ba?
without needing to match. Enemy fleets, ship for ship. In modern warfare, that kind of asymmetric power is a game changer. The Philippine Air Force in 2026 is equally transformed. Once reliant on outdated aircraft, it now fields modern multi-role fighters capable of air defense, ground attack, and maritime strike missions. These jets give the Philippines the ability to patrol its airspace, respond quickly to incursions, and support naval operations far from shore. Beyond fighter aircraft, surveillance has become a major strength. Modern radar systems, maritime patrol aircraft, and unmanned aerial vehicles now provide persistent awareness over vast areas of ocean and land. This means the military no longer reacts blindly. It sees threats earlier, tracks them longer, and responds faster than ever before. Air mobility has also improved significantly. New transport aircraft and helicopters allow rapid deployment of troops, supplies, and humanitarian aid across the archipelago. In a country prone to natural disasters, this capability strengthens both national security and public trust in the military. On the ground, the Philippine Army has undergone a quieter but equally important evolution. While internal security remains part of its mission, the Army in 2026 is far better equipped for territorial defense. Modern armored vehicles.
So, kita nyo naman, no? May jet fighter tayo, upgraded na rin. Even yung mga tanks. At yung mga artillery, no? Pang long range na rin, no? Kahit papaano. Isa nga yan, yung supersonic o hypersonic missile na yan. Yung BrahMos. So, game changer talaga. No? Pag meron ka niyan, hindi ka na basta-basta mamalitin. Isa pa, meron po tayong Nuclear Institute dito sa Pilipinas na pwedeng later on, pagdating ng araw, magkaroon din tayo. Ewan ko lang kung papayagan tayo ng US, no, na magkaroon tayo ng ating nuclear system defense weapon.
Vehicles, artillery systems, and precision-guided weapons have replaced older platforms. Infantry units now operate with improved communications, night fighting capabilities, and battlefield awareness. What truly boosts the Army's power, however, is integration. Ground forces are now linked with air and naval assets in joint operations. This means an enemy landing force, for example, would face coordinated strikes from land-based missiles, air power overhead, and naval units offshore. That level of coordination dramatically increases combat effectiveness without requiring massive troop numbers. One of the most underestimated aspects of the Philippines military in 2026 is its command and control structure. Digital systems now connect sensors, commanders, and shooters across the battlefield. This network-centric approach allows faster decision-making and reduces the risk of confusion during high-pressure situations. In modern warfare, information dominance often matters more than sheer firepower. And this is an area where the Philippines has made major strides. Cyber and electronic warfare capabilities have also quietly entered the picture. While details remain classified, it's clear that protecting military networks and disrupting potential adversaries has become a priority. In an era where wars can be influenced by data breaches and signal interference, this layer of defense adds another dimension to the country's power. Perhaps the biggest multiplier of Philippine military strength in 2026 is its alliance network. Defense cooperation with the United States has reached levels not seen in decades. Expanded access agreements, joint exercises, and shared intelligence significantly boost deterrence. This doesn't mean the Philippines is outsourcing its defense, but rather amplifying its capabilities through interoperability with one of the world's most advanced militaries. Beyond the US, partnerships with Japan, Australia, and other regional powers provide training, equipment, and
Yan po isa, no? Yung pag-cooperate natin sa defense system ng US at ng iba pang malalakas sa bansa gaya ng Japan at Australia ay nakakabuti po yan sa atin, no? Para sabihin maliitin yung mga sundalo natin. So, hindi po mahina ang ating mga sundalo, lalo ngayon na meron na tayong mga military equipment natin. In fact, yung mga nakaraang military exercise sa barko, yung barko nga natin ang nakadetect, kauna-unahang nakadetect, no? Sa kabila nung mas low grade pa rin to kumpara sa iba, yung pa ang nakadetect ng submarine, no? Dahil po yon sa skills, no? Magagaling po ang ating sundalo.
Strategic depth. These relationships send a clear message. Any threat to Philippine sovereignty would not exist in isolation. In modern geopolitics, that kind of strategic backing is a powerful force in itself. Another factor reshaping perceptions of power is defense mindset. In 2026, the Philippines military is no longer purely reactive. Strategic planning now emphasizes deterrence, readiness, and resilience. The goal is not to start conflicts, but to make aggression too costly to consider. This shift in posture alone changes how potential adversaries calculate risk. Manpower also plays a role. While not the largest force in the region, the AFP benefits from a professional, increasingly well-trained corps of soldiers, sailors, and airmen. Enhanced training programs, joint exercises, and exposure to modern warfare concepts have raised overall competence and confidence. Local production and maintenance capabilities in 2026 reduce dependence on foreign suppliers and improve readiness during crises. Even small gains in self-sufficiency can have outsized strategic impact. So how powerful is the Philippines military in 2026? It may not rival global superpowers, but power is not just about size. It's about relevance, positioning, and the ability to impose costs on an adversary. In those terms, the Philippines has become far more formidable than many realize. In a region defined by rising tensions and shifting alliances, the Philippines military now stands as a credible defender of its territory, a key partner in regional security, and a force that can no longer be dismissed. Its power lies not in intimidation, but in preparedness, partnerships, and smart modernization. As 2026 unfolds, one thing is clear. The Philippines military is no longer just catching up. It is carving out its own strategic role in the Indo-Pacific, and the world is starting to take notice.
So hanggang dito na lang po at napakaganda po ng video ni Fastlane Updates, no? Pinaliwanag niya rito hindi lang sa pagiging yung power natin, no, sa laki ng bansa o dami ng sundalo. Ito ay sa galing, no, sa experience at sa puso. Nasa puso po kasi yan, no? Hindi mo kailangan ng maraming sundalo para manalo sa gera, lalo sa panahon ngayon. Ang kailangan mo yung estratehiya, magaling talaga. At yung pagiging biyasa, yun dahil sa experience mo. At alam natin, ang mga sundalo natin is well experienced. Ika nga, hindi daw natatapos yung gera. Meron po tayong gera dito sa ating bansa palagi. At marami na rin po tayong pinagdaan ng gera, no? So, yun po, no? Sana po, nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito at ang ating reaction, lalo-lalo na dito kay Fastlane Updates, no? Pasalamat po tayo sa kanila at na-update niya yung tungkol sa ating military, no? So, hanggang dito na lang po. Ito po ang Avoy Mix Videos. Maraming salamat po.